Baş Belası is a light yet emotionally layered Turkish series that blends crime investigation, romance, comedy, and personal growth. Unlike dark thrillers or heavy dramas, this story focuses on unlikely partnerships, healing from trauma, and how two opposite personalities slowly transform each other. At the heart of the series are İpek and Şahin, two people who should never have crossed paths, yet are forced together by fate. Blossom İpek Gencer, the unexpected investigator. İpek is a cheerful, intelligent, and stubborn young woman who works as a food writer and blogger. She believes in intuition, emotions, and human stories rather than rules and protocols. Her life is simple, optimistic, and driven by curiosity. But İpek's world collapses when her parents die under suspicious circumstances. Officially, their deaths are ruled as an accident. But İpek senses that something is wrong. Small inconsistencies and unanswered questions refuse to leave her mind. Against all logic, and without any formal training, she decides to investigate on her own. What begins as a personal search for truth slowly pulls her into the dangerous world of crime. Man Detective Şahin, the rule-bound police officer. Şahin is the complete opposite of İpek. He is a disciplined, serious, and rule-driven police officer who believes that emotions weaken judgment. He follows procedures strictly and keeps his personal life guarded behind emotional walls. Şahin carries his own trauma from the past, which made him cautious, distant, and emotionally closed off. He does not trust easily, especially not civilians who interfere with police work. When İpek repeatedly crosses into his investigations, Şahin sees her as nothing but trouble. Hence, Baş Belası, a troublemaker. Magnifying glass, a forced partnership. Despite his resistance, Şahin cannot completely push İpek away. Her observations, instincts, and persistence often uncover details that official investigations miss. Reluctantly, a partnership forms. İpek's emotional intelligence complements Şahin's analytical mind. She reads people, he reads evidence. Together, they solve cases neither could handle alone. Their investigations are often filled with humor, misunderstandings, and tense moments, but slowly, respect grows between them. Heartbreak past trauma and emotional barriers. As the series progresses, both characters' pasts come into focus. İpek is driven by unresolved grief and guilt surrounding her parents' death. Her optimism hides deep emotional pain. Solving cases becomes her way of coping with loss. Şahin's emotional distance stems from painful experiences that taught him to suppress vulnerability. He fears emotional attachment, believing it leads to loss and weakness. Their partnership forces both to confront what they have avoided. Revolving hearts romance built on growth, not fantasy. The romantic aspect of Baş Belası develops slowly and naturally. There is no instant love. Instead, affection grows through shared danger, trust, and emotional honesty. Arguments turn into understanding. Annoyance turns into concern. Concern turns into care. İpek challenges Şahin's rigid worldview. She reminds him that justice is not only about laws, but about people. Şahin grounds İpek. He teaches her caution, responsibility, and the limits of intuition. Together, they evolve, puzzle piece crime cases with a human touch. Each case they encounter reflects the show's tone, light, engaging, but emotionally grounded. Crimes are not just puzzles, they are connected to human motives, emotions, and consequences. The series avoids extreme violence, focusing instead on character interaction and problem solving. Humor plays a key role, often emerging from İpek's unconventional methods clashing with Şahin's seriousness. Seedling transformation and healing. Over time, İpek learns that chasing the truth recklessly can endanger herself and others. She becomes more thoughtful and disciplined. Şahin, on the other hand, learns to trust his emotions again. He opens himself to vulnerability, friendship, and love. Their relationship becomes a space for healing. The investigation into İpek's parents' death remains a central emotional thread, gradually moving toward clarity and closure. Bullseye. The core message of Baş Belası. Baş Belası is ultimately a story about balance. It shows that logic without empathy is incomplete. Emotion without discipline is dangerous. Healing often comes from unexpected connections. Strength can be gentle, and vulnerability can be powerful. The series does not aim for darkness or tragedy. Instead, it offers hope, warmth, and emotional growth, wrapped in crime-solving and romantic tension. Checkered flag. Final note. Baş Belası stands out as a comforting yet engaging series, a reminder that sometimes, the person who disrupts your carefully ordered life is the one who helps you heal. Not all trouble is destructive. Some trouble changes you for the better.